Many people struggle with how to talk to their boss about caring for aging parents. You want to be honest, but you're afraid it might affect how you're seen at work. You worry your boss might think you're not committed or that you can't handle your job. At the same time, the stress at home is becoming harder to manage in silence. This conversation feels risky, but staying silent can also create problems. Many people in the sandwich generation face this exact situation. You're not alone in feeling unsure about how to bring this up. In this video, we'll walk through how to have this conversation professionally and confidently. We'll cover what to say, how to prepare, and how to protect your boundaries. Let's start by understanding why this conversation is worth having. Being open with your boss can actually reduce stress in the long run. When your boss understands your situation, they may be more flexible. This can help you manage doctor appointments and emergencies without constant panic. It also prevents burnout from trying to hide everything. Many managers respect employees who communicate honestly about their responsibilities. Staying silent can lead to sudden absences or decreased performance. Being proactive often creates more understanding than unexpected problems. Your boss may also be dealing with similar responsibilities at home. Opening up can sometimes create unexpected support. Now, let's talk about how to prepare for this conversation. Before talking to your boss, take time to get clear on what you need. Ask yourself what kind of support would actually help. Do you need flexible hours, the ability to work from home sometimes, or time off for appointments? Being specific makes the conversation easier for your boss. It also shows that you've thought about solutions, not just problems. Next, choose the right time to have the conversation. Avoid bringing it up during a crisis or right before a big deadline. Instead, request a private meeting when things are relatively calm. I'd like to discuss something personal that's affecting my schedule. This gives your boss time to prepare and shows respect for their time. When you meet with your boss, start by expressing your commitment to your work. This helps set a positive and professional tone. You can begin with something like, "I want you to know that I'm fully committed to my role here." Then gently introduce the situation at home. You don't need to share every detail. Keep it simple and factual. For example, you could say, "My parents' health has declined, and I'm helping coordinate their care." This gives your boss context without oversharing. You can then explain how it's affecting your work. Be honest, but solution-focused. Here's an example of how you could frame the conversation. "I wanted to talk to you because my parents' health has become more demanding. I'm currently helping with medical appointments and daily support. I'm fully committed to my work, but I may need some flexibility with my schedule. Would it be possible to adjust my hours or work remotely on certain days?" This approach shows responsibility and respect for your role. It also invites your boss to work with you on a solution. You can also offer to make up time or adjust deadlines when possible. This shows that you're thinking about the team, not just yourself. Now let's talk about how to handle different reactions from your boss. Some bosses will respond with understanding and support. Others may seem unsure or even uncomfortable. If your boss seems unsure, stay calm and professional. "I understand this may require some adjustments, and I'm happy to discuss what would work best for the team." This keeps the conversation collaborative. If your boss reacts negatively, try not to take it personally. Some people are simply not comfortable discussing personal matters at work. In that case, focus on documenting what you need in writing. You can follow up with an email summarizing the conversation. This creates a record and shows professionalism. Even after the conversation, it's important to protect your boundaries. Being honest doesn't mean you have to be available at all times. You can still set limits on how much you share or how flexible you can be. It's okay to say, "I can be reached for emergencies, but I need to keep my evenings focused on family." Clear communication helps prevent misunderstandings later. You can also ask your boss how they would like to stay updated. Some bosses prefer brief weekly updates. Others may want to be informed only when something changes. Asking this question shows respect for their preferences. Finally, remember that you don't owe your boss every detail of your parents' health. You can share only what feels comfortable and necessary. Talking to your boss about caregiving is an act of self-advocacy. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a way of protecting your ability to do your job well. Many people regret not speaking up earlier. They wait until they're completely overwhelmed. Having the conversation sooner can prevent bigger problems later. You deserve support at work while caring for your family. Being honest about your situation is a form of professional maturity. It shows that you can manage complex responsibilities. Now, let's wrap up with a few final reminders. Remember to prepare before the conversation. Be clear about what you need and how you plan to manage your work. Start the conversation with professionalism and respect. Offer solutions, not just problems. Be prepared for different reactions and stay calm. Protect your boundaries even after the conversation. You don't have to share every detail of your personal life. If this video helped you feel more prepared, type the word prepared in the comments so we can support each other. Be kind to yourself as you navigate this conversation. It's not always easy, but it can make a real difference. Subscribe to The Invisible Middle. We will continue exploring how to balance work and caregiving. Thank you for watching. You are handling more than most people realize. And you deserve support in both your professional and personal life. Take care of yourself. You are doing important work by showing up for your family. And you are also allowed to advocate for yourself at work. Both can exist at the same time. You don't have to choose between being a good employee and a good family member. With the right conversation, both can be respected. Thank you again for being here. We'll see you in the next one. Take care. You are handling a lot, and you are doing better than you think. Remember that asking for support is a strength. You are allowed to speak up for what you need. Thank you for watching. Take one small step today toward having this conversation. Even preparing what you want to say can make a difference. You deserve to feel supported at work. And you are not alone in this. Take care of yourself. You are doing important work, both at home and at work. Thank you again. We'll see you soon. Take care.